Conquering Russia, Napoleon, Hilter. Oh yeah, the little penguin can't keep it up for that long. But out of nowhere. But then again, Genghis did have the advantage of Russia not really existing, at least in the way that we know it at the time. They couldn't really harness the power of winter fully when they're just kind of broken up and splintered like this. Che Guevara doesn't make it as an anti-capitalist revolutionary. Companies afterwards, stonks. Does anyone else get that same vibe looking at this on Amazon as well? Europeans after getting gunpowder from the east. Oh yeah. The Japanese after getting electronics from the west. Is that what happened to Japan? We gave them electronics? I don't think it's the electronics. I think it had something to do with the mushroom clouds. Coffee plant, develop caffeines to stun and destroy predators. Arabs, this is some serious gourmet shit. I mean, what were the plants' strategy exactly? Just give the predators that ate them anxiety attacks? Okay, why does Bhutan keep coming up? Bhutan didn't diplomatically recognize other countries till 1968. I see no country up here. And there are still a few other countries that Bhutan still doesn't recognize. It's almost like a weird flex on the world. Just imagining some people don't even exist. Once again, another baby's being born. God, please, Norway. Hello, sir. Where am I? Norway. Oh, you actually got it this time. Cool. In 1940. And they're coming. Frick. You know this baby was probably hoping to be born somewhere in the year 1000 AD. He was trying to pillage some Brits. 1950s parents. No, your rock and roll is the music of the devil and is corrupting our youth. 50s musicians. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the... Oh, bird is the word. I was like, what? And to think it got even crazier in the 70s when musicians started singing about lobsters and rocks. Hey kids, do you have a US sympathetic leader? No. Would you like to? Now I'm just imagining the entire CIA breaking out and singing We Are Number One. Your grenade has a 10-second delay. It doesn't oof Prince Ferdinand. Your acid capsule is so old it doesn't take you out either. The river you jump into is 4 inches deep. Welcome to Clown World. Population, this guy. This dude was still considered a minor in Austria-Hungary when he tried this, so he was only sentenced to 20 years in prison, but he didn't make it there either. Soviet Union trying to fix Eastern Germany's economy. You know what the problem is? You got it set to M for me, when it should be set to W for we. Karl Marx clearly didn't teach the Soviets about wombology. Me, an Egyptian, man, my country rarely gets mentioned in memes. Oh boy, finally a meme about 6-Day War meme. Frick. Never again. It's either something to do with those 6 days or giant triangles in the desert. Take your pick. Hey, at least you guys won the most square country award. The Japanese, after another typhoon, wipes out the Mongol invasion fleet. It's even funnier the second time. Could you imagine Genghis when he hears this news for the first time back home, that the events that completely destroyed his invasion the first time happens again? You know he was just like, fuck it. We ain't going there anymore. A Roman trade offer this time. I receive your land, you receive culture. May I also receive multiple barbarian invasions in the coming centuries? CIA says it has no link between itself and crack trade. The CIA, also the CIA. And the New York Times with the assist. Chile says, we finally have democracy. You have, says America? Yes, we held elections and a Marxist won. Now we can nationalize the copper mine you own. Okay, I've never actually seen Frozen, so I don't know what the hell's going on in this scene right here. The only Frozen I've seen is No Frozen, and I mean, how society wants men to dress. I mean, yeah, okay. How men wanna dress. Let's go. Although I have a strange feeling I might get cucked by a homeless looking wizard looking like this. A random high-ranked person in the military after the Roman emperor died. Well, I guess I'm in charge now. I'm sure there's also a shank joke I can make about Caesar here, but let's just move on. I lose and you lose and I don't remember Harambe ever saying anything like that. Maybe that's why the zoo took him out. Was Harambe actually named after this dude? The Franco-Prussian War be like France before and France after. I see they got their rightful German territory right here. Oh, that's gonna make some people mad. Americans in 1906, what's in our meat? Meat plants. The less you know, the better. That's still the philosophy they take on hot dogs, right? Why on earth would you invade and colonize so many countries? The British Empire. Because I lack spices, Michael. And also random useless islands. They loved that too. I receive proof that living beings can be launched into space. You receive glory of dying for motherland. Well, apparently she was a stray homeless dog before. It's not like she was doing anything else. That's horrible. I feel bad for this doggy. Boy, I sure do love being a British child in the 1970s with this delicious school-provided milk. I sure would hate if I were to lose such a privilege during these trying times. This makes me think about how in California for our school lunches, like we got the same boring meal all the time. But apparently in Texas, they had like Chick-fil-A's and Jack in the Box. They had like full-on restaurants inside their schools. Some bullshit. Where was this thing invented? When was it invented? Before 1500? China. After 1500? Europe. or America. It's a done deal right there. This would be even more accurate if you just say Asia in general, the entire continent. Let's not forget India and the Middle East's contributions as well. But hey, Europe did invent one thing before the 1500s, that being the plague. I receive thick... Just thick. I receive thick Aztec waifu. You receive this. Damn, why do I feel like I just got caught in 4K? How to make French fries. Google, first peel the potatoes. Bing, Fleischman into France. Thank you for showing this recipe, Australia War Memorial. Maybe this is where McDonald's got theirs from too. The fastest things on Earth, a cheetah, an airplane, the speed of light, the Mongolian expansion. And the only thing as quick as the Mongolian expansion is the Mongolian collapse. Soviet high commander before their invasion of Finland. Our enemy is some minor power I've never heard of before. Sir, they have a sniper that's racking up 400 casualties. USSR really went into that thinking this was only gonna be a 20-minute adventure. Any soldier under 6 feet tall. Frederick of Prussia, scum, midget. What Frederick of Prussia doesn't realize is I'm turned on by him degrading me. Please insult me more, king. Japan shall be conquered, says the Mongolian fleet. A typhoon laughs. Another fucking typhoon proceeds to get absolutely dismantled. I'm all for showing Mongolia in a totally kawaii way. That's a good way to describe them. German generals during the Franco-Prussian War realizing they have better maps of France than the French did. And that is how they claimed their rightful German territory. Great Britain having the same flag since 1801. The United States changing their flag 27 times since 1776. We're getting too many states. I feel like that's the only reason they don't want a 51st state. They don't want to have to change the flag again. Plus, how the hell are you supposed to do a 51 state design? Apparently Denmark has the oldest flag that is still in use today, so laughs in Lego. 1960s teenager turns 18. American government, Jumanji, welcome to the jungle. That's a great way to describe Vietnam. It really was kind of like Jumanji, except half the cast probably wouldn't come back if it was realistic. The CIA offered Nasser a $3 million bribe if he would join the proposed Middle East Defense Organization. Nasser took the money, but then refused to join. I receive $3 million. You receive nothing. There was a nice trade offer from Egypt back in the day. I wish I was born in the 90s so I could have the popular fad aesthetic. The 90s was the best decade. Everything was perfect. People from Eastern Europe, specifically Yugoslavia, but you know, yeah, Eastern Europe. It's like a pretty large 50-year time span where like Eastern Europe was pretty horrible. Actually, maybe even longer than that. I hope one day I get to be a genie. That way, whenever these kids wish they could go back to the 1990s, I just like spawn them back in collapsing Yugoslavia. That's really mean. The Oregon Highway Division getting ready to blow up a beached whale. The whale isn't destroyed and blubber covers the crowd and crushes a car. But you know what? It was worth the attempt. I mean, who wouldn't want to blow up just a massive whale? Like just get a bunch of TNT and let that sucker rip. I say we try it again. Oh, whoa. That didn't look too bad. Oh, the pieces. Oh. Hey, that's a souvenir, boy. You better pay extra for that. Oh, the car is destroyed. Oh. Alright, that's a problem. This is amazing. I've never heard of this. It didn't even really do anything. Look at it. It's still there. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me. This was the whale's plan all along. Your country never been colonized because it was an endless desert that wasn't worth the effort. Hey man, just take the W. A win's a win, brother. The Secret Service and the KGB having nothing to do with JFK's assassination. Shakes on it, looks at this other guy. This dude from Haiti claiming he put a voodoo curse on JFK. Ooh, yeah, that's probably not the best look, buddy. I don't know about you guys, but I think we just found who was on the grassy knoll. Russian Tsar befriends a weird homeless wizard man. The Russian people destroy capitalism. That is the only conclusion whenever you see a weird homeless man hanging out with the king. I understand that. Napoleon comes back from Alba, the French army, Louis XVIII, and Chad Alpha Napoleon. Is there ever gonna be a man sexier than him? Honestly. Spain says, it's just a stupid boulder. It's not just a boulder, says the British. It's a rock. Wait, no, not that. I meant a rock, the Strait of Gibraltar. The British like that too, though. The USA telling England to stop messing around with Argentina. England holding Argentina upside down, but he was attacking my worthless rocks. England just loves those rocks. See, don't mess with their rocks. God, please be Germany. Hello, sir. Where am I? Austria, 1889. Fine. Then I will make the whole world German. Inaccurate. In reality, this baby was like, I guess I'll become a painter then. He just doesn't realize he has actually no talent for that. Wabash, Indiana, 1880, is the first town to introduce electric street lights in the United States. Moths in 1880. I go to Wabash! These insects must have been feeling like they were going to the first ever rave. Could you imagine how hyped they were? Telling their homies back home, dog, you gotta go to this event. It's lit. United States federal agents pouring out illegal liquor during Prohibition. Sewer rats and you know what else? Turtles. I'm pretty sure this is how we created the Ninja Turtles, right? Maybe Prohibition was worth it then. Henry Ford and Thomas Edison had wheelchair races against each other. What? Ford and Edison were great friends. They went camping together and bought houses next door to each other in Florida. When Edison was confined to a wheelchair, Ford got one too, so they could race. Jesse, what the freak are you talking about? Damn, if only FDR was around, they could have had a triple threat match. And big thanks to the patrons: Zeffi, Stormtrooper 501, Patrick C, Poppy Drew Woo, Manny 74, Mac, M203 BrushEm, LuxembourgLover, I'm About a Nut, FusionWolf, Full Send Nick, EpiNick, Elijah Senpai, Dalton D, AryanAfterHours, Anikyte, Aaron F, and Aaron F2. If you'd like to become a patron, check the link down below.